Full-size trucks are the workhorses of America, and these $60,000 heavy-duty versions behind me combine monstrous levels of diesel power, luxury car interiors, and plenty of attitude. The battle for supremacy here is as hotly contested as any. So we brought the latest pickups from Chevrolet, Ford, and Ram to the mountains around Davis Dam in Nevada for a heavy-duty game of King of the Hill. And the setting for this battle? Isolated expanses of tarmac in the American Southwest, including a stretch of Arizona State Highway 84, home to the Society of Automotive Engineers' so-called Davis Dam test. It's a grueling 11.4-mile long incline, averaging a 5% grade from start to finish, with some terrific views along the way. No surprise, manufacturers now use this place as the standard bearer for establishing the tow ratings of new trucks. It and the surrounding desert roads are also the perfect backdrop to test 3 new heavy-duty diesel pickups: the Ford F-250, the Chevy Silverado 2500, and the Ram 2500. Now, let's meet the competitors. First, the Ford F-250. This thing is extremely quiet. Sounds very refined for a diesel pickup truck. In fact, this diesel monster is more hushed at a 70-mile-per-hour cruise and wide-open throttle than the last Lexus ES350 we tested. It's got an admirable balance of power and refinement, a quiet yet powerful engine, great visibility, posh interior, and thoughtful touches throughout. Inside, there's ample storage, a comprehensive information screen in the cluster, and plenty of room to spare in the back seat. This particular model comes with the King Ranch package with additional chrome, and has enough open-range glitz and cowhide to almost justify its near $65,000 asking price, the highest in this test. Next up, Chevy Silverado 2500. This is a hot rod workhorse. Its excellent engine and transmission and low price tag, in relation to the other trucks tested here, are going to make this truck hard to beat. Yes, compared with the others' opulent fittings, the Silverado is a dismal place to sit. An expanse of chintzy dark plastic, with the least comfortable front seats and the tightest rear quarters. Although it was the only truck here with a back seat that folds up to make a flat load floor, it received additional demerits for a lack of clever storage, as well as a comparably small, low-res information screen in the gauge cluster. A detailed touchscreen navigation system was its primary saving grace, and all the important parts were updated for 2011. Little has changed in the no-frills cabin since the Silverado debuted in 2006, but those shortcomings didn't overshadow the truck's great drivability and pure brute strength. And then there's the Ram 2500 Laramie Longhorn. Being a mega cab, it's no surprise that this truck's cabin feels as roomy inside as a super stretch limo, offering both comfort and convenience, including Laramie Longhorn saddle leather seats and a reclining rear bench. It is definitely noisier. It makes a more authentic diesel sound, both inside and out, than the other two. The exhaust brake in particular really makes it sound like a big rig going down a hill. It's definitely a little more muffled, but it has all the classic diesel sounds and feel to it. But again, it's also very luxurious. Even though the Ram is has about the same displacement in engine as the other two, it is a little short on cylinder count, being an inline 6 to the Ford and GM V8s. It had in addition a boosted engine controller last year that got it up to 800 pound-feet of torque, which is the same as the Ford, but it only makes 350 horsepower. It is a little bit slower, but still gets off pretty well. It has the shortest gearing, which helps it feel more spry despite its horsepower deficit. Okay, now that we've gotten to know these trucks a little better, it's time to put these pickups through their paces. While it's no surprise these trucks are teeming with torque, how do they handle when it comes to taking turns?
Now, none of these heavy-duty trucks are optimized for handling, but like any comparison, we've got to put them through our standard battery of tests. That means slalom and skid pad. 4,000-pound trailers are now being loaded up with 4 tons of material for a gross weight of 12,000 pounds.
Because these trucks are frequently pushed to their limits in the real world, we tested their acceleration, braking, and overall on-road performance both while empty and with 12,000 pounds in tow. All 3 are rated to handle at least that much from a conventional frame hitch, and considerably more with a 5th wheel hookup in the bed. 3 identical 2-ton dump trailers from Titan Trailers were enlisted for the duty, which we then loaded with crushed rock to reach our target weight of 6 gross tons. After driving the trucks with and without the trailers and the steep climbs around Davis Dam, we compared notes.
I had to pick one thing. I do have a big soft spot for the Chevrolet. It goes very well down the road, but the sitting inside is kind of a letdown. It definitely feels its age. It's ready for a refresh inside. It's awfully, compared to the others, which are loaded with saddle leather and chrome, it's awfully stark.
That's true, but there are a lot of people like me who don't want to spend money on that.
What really stood out for you with the Ford, Tony?
I just think how quiet it is. I mean, it's a luxury truck. It's unabashedly the luxury truck of the group. It's really quiet, it's really comfortable, rides nicely. The steering isn't as good as the Chevy, but you know, you're willing to forgive it for some things. It does a nice job. It goes down the road well, and it's a nice package. I think the Dodge is sort of a big rig fantasy camp.
Indeed, definitely.
Lots of that diesel noise. It's really proud to be a diesel. That Cummins engine is really proud to be a diesel. And
classic inline six.
Yeah.
It's got the crude left in it, a good part of it. And to me, it's a little bit like bringing a knife to a gunfight. I don't think the Dodge is the best for my money. It's very coarse. The sound of it grates on me. And it's a little on the slow side. The transmission shifts very hard. It'd be my last choice, quite honestly.
As different as they are, they're all still capable.
I kind of like the Chevrolet the best myself. It's the kind of the happy medium and maybe the best powertrain.
I definitely would second the best powertrain. The truck is surprisingly quick, even with 6 tons worth of weight off the back. It actually accelerates in most situations, even uphill.
You got to do what we did. You got to tow with them. You got to work them hard. You got to accelerate them. That's where you feel the whole torque curve, not just that one point on it. And sure, Chevrolet's behind on the number, but I think they're kind of ahead in a lot of other respects.
So we've done just about everything. We've learned a lot about towing, and we've been to the track. We've been all over Nevada. Which one's pulling your strings the hardest, Tony?
I don't know. I gotta go vote.
You going down, Don? After all our trials and some serious competition, the Chevy Silverado's ability to outperform the others make it our heavy-duty champ for 2012.
Now, it's your turn. In the comments section below, tell us which of these heavy-duty diesel trucks you think is king of the hill. And as always, thanks for watching.